So in addition to Tony and Tina showing us some of the best restaurants and breweries around here and giving us a tour of Medina, we also went to a really goofy place today. Watch us celebrate Christmas in August.
Yeah. So we were driving around with Tony and Tina, and I said, hey, is there anything unusual here in Medina, Ohio? And Tina's like, oh yeah, step aside. The largest indoor permanent Christmas display in the United States is here in Medina. And this dude, did he change his last name to Claus?
Yes, Claus.
Mark Claus.
Mark Claus basically started collecting Christmas stuff, and it got more and more, and he took over an old abandoned church and has created a walk-through Christmas display of just
Conspirator, I guess.
Epic proportions.
It's incredible.
All right. And we are in Castle Noel.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about how the heck did this come to be?
Mark is a master sculptor and artist, so he was sculpting. He was selling millions of pieces on HSN and QVC. He was doing great, and but somebody was selling a couple of the donuts from the movie The Grinch, and he bought the donuts. It was for charity. He put them down next to his table. It had nothing to do with anything. It was just to help a charity. And when he was watching the movie The Grinch, he saw the donuts on the tree and thought it was the coolest thing he saw. He had something from the movie The Grinch. He thought, other people may like to see this too. So what does any goddamn American do? They've taken by millions of dollars of movie props and costumes. And that's how Castle Noel started.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You walk through, he's got pieces from movies. He's got entire movie sets. He's got, I don't know how many display windows from
incredible.
New York
City,
department stores.
And these are real, actual set pieces, real, actual department store displays. I never knew this. I never really thought about it. But apparently on January 2, all those department stores in New York just trash all that, like literally trash all those things they worked 3 months to build for the displays.
Yeah.
And so Mark found out about that, and so on January 1, he camps out in front of the store, and when they start taking stuff down, he had permission to get in there and box things up and take the display. So he has the literal, actual New York City displays out of department store windows.
Yeah, so you go through this whole display that he's built. And what was the first stop on the outside?
Oh, Cousin Eddie's.
Cousin Eddie's RV.
Condor motorhome is there.
He has it. And for the longest time, he kept it right outside.
Out in the front.
Yeah, out in the front. So you just driving through Medina, you would see it.
Yeah.
So, but now it's
So
inside.
now it's kind of inside, and the tour guide said that that was the an actual RV living in Los Angeles, and Mark wanted it here in Medina, and so he drove it here.
Yeah, he basically just got in, and I mean, obviously, I'm sure he had to buy it, but he got in, drove it from LA.
They're still looking for him.
They're like, have you seen that Condor? He's got several stop motion animation is where you basically, I'm going to associate it with Gumby, but also Nightmare Before Christmas,
Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Reindeer. By coincidence, he's got memorabilia from that. There's a whole section of stop motion animation. There's an entire enormous space of children's toys, like Christmas toys.
Yes.
Which that was my favorite part of that, is just the number of things where you're like, oh, I had one of those when I was a kid, or oh, I wanted one of those and I couldn't get it when I was a kid. Yeah. And I mean, it's this incredible display that you walk through, and they have tour guides, and it's really, really well done.
And what's interesting too is it is August 31st, and when we went in, we had to buy tickets for the next hour, and it was already sold out.
Yeah.
We had a large group. We had a very large group. It does not matter what time of year you come.
Right, but that's something important to know that I hadn't figured out by reading what I had read. Not only can you buy tickets online, but it's sort of an appointment. So you need to know that you have a chance you're going to be able to get in when you get there. Don't just show up like we did. Now, fortunately, it's right on the town square, and there's all sorts of, coffee and sandwich and donut shops. So we killed a little time waiting for our appointment.
Yeah.
That's easy to do.
Yeah.
And the other thing, did we mention that the nice thing about touring this is you have a tour guide through each of the different sections.
They like
Yeah.
They
pass
kind
you
of pass
along.
you along.
Yeah.
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 And I think that's really neat because you get a better understanding of the displays.
Yeah, I think so.
One of the other things that stood out is you go from reality to Christmas reality, and there's
Like
this drum that you literally walk through, and it's kind of it messes with your mind, but it's pretty darn cool. There's indoor fireworks. It's incredible, and apparently he is a sculptor and just renowned for what he did, which is how he is able to do this. And so I saw a video of how they're changing the front of this, and it's just going to be beautiful, the entrance to the store.
So some of the movie memorabilia and actual things maybe are in not very good shape when he gets them.
Yeah.
And he is having the talent that he has. He's able to reanimate some things, add an arm that had fallen off or something like that.
Right.
And so, he's got the original this or the original that, but maybe sometimes he's had to fix them up a bit. And just a really, really fun tour.
What was that movie, the Patrick Stewart movie? That was your favorite part.
Yeah, that was A Christmas Carol by it was a TNT. Oh, imagine it was a TNT original.
That's why you like
That's
it.
why I like it. So A Christmas Carol with Patrick Stewart, which was, if you ever watch it, it's like my all-time favorite, is the best version of A Christmas Carol, hands down, in my opinion. And they have costumes from it.
Yeah, the actual costumes from the movie.
The actual costumes, which I found fascinating.
So the toys, the
toys-
Patrick Stewart
Well,
costumes.
but they also had the costumes, some of the costumes from the movie Elf.
Yeah.
And the Santa Claus with
Yep.
Tim Allen.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So there's pieces of movie memorabilia there that they're pretty incredible, just to see that.
What was your favorite?
I like Cousin Eddie's.
Just
because it's,
Yeah, it's movie memorabilia
Yeah.
from,
I
on-screen stuff.
I love the movie.
So I was super excited. The grand hall that you go in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
There's some
enormous,
really
yeah.
great stuff in there, but one of the things is the snowmobile rig that the Grinch
That's right.
stole
yeah.
Christmas with, including the gigantic velvet bag. And that was really cool. And then we got to walk up the stairs and get pushed down the stairs like Ralphie.
Yeah, if you've ever seen
Or
A
pushed
Christmas
down the slide,
Story,
I mean.
Yeah.
and Ralphie goes to see Santa, and like the elves are all rude, and Santa's just like
They're
doesn't
tired.
care. Yeah, and then at the end there's like this giant red slide, and they shove him down the slide, and he goes sliding down. They actually have the screen used slide, and that's how you exit.
That was
This thing.
great.
And the oldest person to have done it thus far is 101 and a half.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so she slid down the slide, and
And if you go and you do ride that slide and you're over 80, you get on their permanent, like over 80 riders slideshow.
yeah.
So, Mom, let's go.
There you go.
Oh, don't say her age. Anyway, this place it's Christmas, it's Hollywood memorabilia, it's window storefront.
You know what? You didn't say what it is. It's called.
Oh,
It's called
Castle Noel.
Castle
Noel
Noel.
in
Right.
Medina,
And I don't think
Ohio.
we actually said it in the beginning. Castle Noel in Medina, Ohio.
yeah. It's $29 to go through for an adult, and I'm sure it's less for kids. They have a website. We'll put a link to the website. But you know what else it is?
It's
Goofy USA.